technology is again driving a new wedge between Washington and Beijing. On the heels of banning Huawei, Donald Trump claims the Chinese app TikTok is a threat to national security, and he's imposing strict conditions on any sale to keep it operating in the U.S. Nick Harper is in Washington, watching developments for us this morning. Nick, this is one of the most popular social networks on the planet, used widely by Americans. Walk us through the Trump administration's concerns.
Morning, John. Yeah, hugely popular here. It's thought about 80 million users are in the United States. But for the Trump administration, it all comes down to concerns over national security. They say, because TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, that information, personal and private data of American users is being harvested by the company and then given directly to the Chinese government. They're worried about things like facial recognitions, users' addresses and phone numbers. They've already banned the US military from using TikTok. Mike Pompeo, the US Secretary of State, was speaking on Fox News over the weekend. This is what he had to say about those concerns.
For a long time, the United States just said, well, goodness, if we're having fun with it or if a company can make money off of it, we're going to permit that to happen. President Trump has said enough, and we're going to fix it. And so he will take action in the coming days with respect to a broad array of national security risks that are presented by software connected to the Chinese Communist Party.
Now, Microsoft are beginning to say a whole range of things that would please the US President, Donald Trump. They've already said that they intend to carry out a complete security review of TikTok, that all of the data would remain here in the United States. If there was already some overseas, they would get it brought back, and that the US government would have oversight over the security of the app. They're hoping to complete discussions by the middle of September, John.
All right, Nick, what about China's reaction and how this might play out in Canada, potentially caught up in the middle of these escalating tensions?
Well, as you'd imagine, China are not happy about this. They've been speaking during the course of our Monday saying that the US is stretching the concept of national security and that they're doing so without any evidence. In the past, they've accused the US of double standards. They say that they want a fair playing field. But yes, it puts Canada in a particularly tricky spot, because do they jump on the bandwagon to ban TikTok? At this stage, they aren't considering it, it would seem. But if they did, it would put them probably in the target, in the crosshairs of the Chinese government, who have already given their ire and their anger at the US government, and likely would turn it on Canada as well if the Canadian government were to go ahead with plans to ban the app in the country as well.